Hey guys, just making a quick build video because I see a lot of people in the Discord asking, hey, just got to level 40, wondering what items I should go for, what build I want to go, what's meta, what's the best right now. I got a lot of different builds, got, in my Banshee CC build, healers, skill, DPS, PvP, rifle, Patriot tank. I love running this one. I got one for full CC. SMG I was working on, but kind of got gutted. Anyways, I'm going to start with the rifle DPS because this is definitely the strongest build right now. Legendaries, you're usually going to run two of these. So basically, strongest gun in the game is definitely the classic M1A. And you want to run this with either crit chance or if you have enough crit chance, you can run it with damage out of cover. And then boomerang's definitely going to be your go-to here. A lot of people, kind of like riflemen, but boomerang's going to give you a like an extra 5 rounds per clip usually, and it's just going to be stronger overall. So definitely farm to get a classic M1A like right off the bat as soon as you can. Um, the Coyote's Mask, you can get this from the season rewards. I think it's level 35. So this is probably the strongest DPS mask in my opinion. I'm running a crit damage on this. Uh, The reason this mask is so good is typically I play in the 15 to 25 meter range, so I play around the 10% crit hit damage and the crit hit chance. So I'm actually only getting my crit chance up to 50%. So I'm relying on mostly being in this range with this build. And I'm running the Sacrifice, which is a Providence chess piece. I have another one. I have this one here that has crit chance, crit damage. People are like, oh, God roll, more damage. Like, yeah, great. But I honestly find this repair skill, believe it or not, makes your healing like a lot better. And the quicker you get topped off, you can shoot again, right? Like, you can't peek with no health. So I actually really prefer the repair skills over the 11% crit damage, which is going to give you like 5% extra damage overall. And we also, when we run legendaries and stuff, we run with no regen. So like between pulls and stuff, I'll use my drone to heal up other people. So I'm running this for the 30% amp damage, which is definitely the strongest chest piece right now. Second piece, Providence, I'm running the holster, crit chance, crit damage, pretty standard item here. And then my third piece, Providence, I'm running the backpack. Ideally, I would want to get one with Vigilance here. Vigilance is a lot better than Companion, but this was the best one I could find, and I usually have the healing drone, so Companion, I can usually keep that buff up a decent amount. And then for gloves, right now, until we see what the nerfs are coming up with, the best gloves are definitely contractor gloves. The 11% damage armor is multiplicative, so it gives you a lot more damage than any other option, even if you don't use this 10% LMG damage. And I'm running crit damage here just because the way my build works out. I can explain the mods and stuff later. You'll see I'm running crit damage on all my mod slots right now. And then I got a Fox Prayer knee pads, M1A rifle damage. Damage out of cover is multiplicative, same thing as the contractor, so you're gonna want to run this. Once again, there's a new update coming that these will probably be nerfed, but I still think you're gonna use the Fox Prayer knee pads. You just might get rid of the contractor gloves. So I'm assuming, that they might change this 11 to like 8% or something, and they might change this down to like 12. I don't know. I'm hoping they're just gonna do some small nerfs, but we'll kind of see what's gonna happen with that. Secondary, not too important. I have the Pestilence just because I kind of like this gun. Every now and then, if there's a heavy and I'm kind of just screwing around, I'll use this just to get max stacks on it. But it's really not that necessary. I'd never use my secondary and legendaries. If I need to use a secondary, usually I'll use the Sweet Dreams. So you can just every 15 seconds you can melee a purple mob that might rush up on you if you're like reloading or something. It could be good for a quick kill. I always run Sweet Dreams on my tank and my CC build though. This gun is very good if you have like no damage. For skills, I'm using Revive Hive, Healing Drone, pretty standard. You can run whatever here. You can run decoy, you can run revive hives good. The healing drone's pretty good. It it really doesn't matter, honestly. And for specialization, I'm running sharpshooter just to maximize my DPS. So it's a pretty good tree. All your group members closer to you, closer to the enemies than you, get 10% headshot damage, which is nice for your team. And I mainly use it for this 15% headshot damage with rifles and marksman rifles. And you also get the weapon stability is kind of nice. And you're going to spec into rifle damage for that M1A damage. You can also use gunner if you want. The 10% armor on kills is pretty good for a lot of things. And this rate of fire on kills is also pretty strong. But overall, like for legendary top DPS like numbers, sharpshooter is definitely your best bet. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for the standard
Agent
DPS
in
build.
need of backup.
For my stats, I'll just show you those quick. Okay, this is a key thing I think a lot of people miss out on. If you are running Coyote's Mask, okay, and if you know the ranges you're typically playing in, like I'm usually in 15 to 25, so do not run more than 50% crit chance because the cap is 60, right? So if you're running, I see a lot of people doing this, they're running 60% crit chance with Coyotes and they're always in this mid range, so you're wasting this 10% crit chance right here. So you really don't want to run more than 50 if you kind of have the same playstyle as me and you're in the middle range. So yeah, that's the reason all my mods are crit damage because I was able to hit 50% crit chance with like my gear. I have pretty good rolled gear, so but if your gear is just starting out, you're probably going to pump all your gear mods into crit chance until you get to 50, and then as you get better gear, you'll switch them over to crit damage. So this is my current stats here. You'll see I just hit over 50. That's why all my mod slots are into crit damage. And yeah, so that's basically it. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to see some more, maybe just hit that like button. This is the first one I've done, so we'll see how it goes. I got some really nice builds. I love this tank build. I want to do a video on this tank build, and this CC build is also amazing. I want to do a video on that and share with you guys in the Discord. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped out, and good luck with your farming.